Do I have your permission to ask the source energy of all that is, the conscious and subconscious mind, and the divine within you, to teach you the universal definition, perspective, understanding, reality of, experience of, and truth of all these new feelings and beliefs, that yours is the same, that it's safe to, it's possible to, you're allowed to, and you already know how to live your day-to-day life with all of these new feelings and beliefs, to integrate them and process them into your life with grace and ease and in your own pacing and timing, for your highest and best with grace and ease on all of your levels, all areas of your life, this lifetime or any other, for your highest and best with grace and ease. Do I have your permission? Say yes out loud if I do. Do I have your permission to ask the source energy of all that is, the conscious and subconscious mind, and the divine within you, to release any trauma, shock, guilt, grief, shame, pain, fear, anger, anxiety, stress, resentment, resistance, or any other charged emotion or memory, chemical, physical, mental, emotional, or otherwise, related to these beliefs, and replace it with the Creator's truth, peace, and understanding on all of your levels, all areas of your life, this lifetime or any other, for your highest and best with grace and ease. Do I have your permission? Say yes out loud if I do. I can embody the identity of being an artist. I know how to use color. I have the Creator's understanding of shape. I know how to tell a story through art. I know how to convey messages through my artwork. I know how to recognize when I have clearly conveyed my intentions through my artwork. I can achieve success as an artist. I understand what it feels like to be a respected artist. I know how to create art for a specific audience. I can create an artist studio for myself. I'm allowed and know how to create time and space for art in my life. I'm allowed to have a space dedicated to creating art. I easily keep my studio organized and clean. My art studio feels good to be in and has good vibes. My art studio is instilled with peace, focus, and inspiration. My art studio is instilled with love and acceptance and allowing. I can easily concentrate and work in my artist studio. I can easily find time to spend in my art studio. In fact, I have all the time in the world. My studio space supports my artistic and creative expression. My art studio space makes it easier for me to create art. Having a dedicated art space helps me to feel supported and safe in my creative expression. My art studio always feels like a reward to my creative side. I easily find the supplies and provisions I need in my art studio. I can be inspired to create art every day. I know how to connect with my inspiration to create art at will. I know how to create art wherever I am. I have the Creator's understanding of creating art on a schedule or with no schedule. I know how to make room for art on a daily basis. I know what it feels like to create daily. I know how to live my life while I am creating. I know how to have relationships that work while I'm making art. I know how to be comfortable completing work. My work is welcome contribution to the art world. I know how to create art continuously with grace and ease. I know how to be inspired to create art without having to suffer long dry spells in between works. I know how to honor the pause and time periods for integrating and processing while in my art process. I know what it feels like for inspiration to always be there for me. I know how to create art without having to rely on another human being as my sole inspiration. I can be inspired by others. I can be inspired on my own. I understand the concept of inspiration. I communicate well through my art. I communicate well with others about my art. I can be part of an artist community. I know how to facilitate an artist community. People respect my artistic journey. I can support other artists. I know how to be able to trust others to support me in my creative expression. I know how to discern the highest and best support in my creative expression. People appreciate my art. I appreciate my art. It is possible for my art to be appreciated. I know how to attract positive people and situations in regards to my art. I understand the creator's definition of artistic collaborations. I understand what it feels like to collaborate with other artists freely and symbiotically. I know how to communicate with other artists. I know when to collaborate with other artists. I know how to collaborate with creator in creating art. I know how to create art on my own. I communicate easily and effectively with people who would like to participate, view, or purchase my art. I'm comfortable putting my ideas out into the world. I can always find places to exhibit my art. I can easily find places to show my art. People want to show art where it can be seen. People want to exhibit my art where it can be seen, appreciated, and purchased. I can always find places to publish my art. I'm comfortable exhibiting my art. I easily write artist statements and bios for art exhibits and publications. I easily express myself about my art for publications. Publications are interested in the art I create. I'm allowed to show and exhibit my art to the public. The public eye has interest in my art. It is possible for others to comprehend my art. I am entitled to my own space and time. I always have time to make art. I know when to release my art into the world. I know when to share my art with an audience. I know how to recognize when critique is constructive. I'm ready to hear critique about my art, even when it is a new project. My artwork is still my own creation, even if I incorporate others' critiques and ideas. I know how to receive critique with grace and ease. I know how to communicate the ideas that inspire me through my artwork. It is okay for me to be recognized for my art. I have the creator's understanding of how to accept accolades for my artwork. I am willing to accept accolades and rewards for my artwork. I can receive praise with grace and ease. I can receive praise and acknowledgement and remain true to myself as an artist and to my creative work. I trust myself to remain true to my work as a celebrated artist. It is safe for me to shine as an artist. I know what it feels like for my art to be displayed in galleries. I know what it feels like for my art to be displayed in museums. I know what it feels like for my art to be displayed in private collections. I know what it feels like for my art to be displayed in published works. I know what it feels like for my art to be displayed for purchasing. It is safe for people to have questions about my artwork. I'm able to answer questions about my artwork with grace and ease. I'm allowed to have abundance. I'm allowed a channel of abundance flowing to me through my art. Art can be my vocation if I like. My art has value. My art is valuable. My art can have monetary value. People are happy to exchange money or other items of value for my art. I deserve money or an equal exchange for my art. It is safe for me to sell my art, and I know how to do that. I'm allowed to receive exchanges for my art, and they are balanced and fair. I know what to charge for each piece of my artwork with grace and ease. I can trust myself in regard to pricing and valuing my works of art. It is safe for me to see the truth about the value of my artwork. I know how to put a price on a piece of my art without having to apologize for it. I know how to receive my price for my artwork with grace and ease, and even well above and beyond what price I put on the work. People love purchasing my art for themselves, for their special places and spaces in their life, and as gifts. I always have clients to purchase my art. I always have a captive audience for what I create. My value as a person is independent of the value of my artwork. There are people who will pay to own what I create. It is unique and special what I can create and put into the world. I deserve an audience for my artwork. The audience for my artwork grows and grows. People hear about my artwork through word of mouth. The value of my artwork appreciates. The audience for my artwork exists. I know how to find the audience for my artwork. I know how to recognize the audience for my artwork. I know how to attract the audience for my artwork. I know how to create an experience for the viewer. I know how to speak to people's heart through my artwork. I know how to speak to people's mind through my artwork. I know how to speak to people's higher selves through my artwork. I know how to touch a person's soul through my artwork. I know how art and commerce interact with grace and ease now. I know the creator's perspective of how to be a commercial artist and enjoy that and thrive in a healthy manner with equal and balanced respect and appreciation. It is possible for me to get funding to pursue my art. I know how to create what I want when I am being funded. My funding supports my art. I know how to be an artist and pull my own weight. I can be a responsible artist. My definition of how to be an artist and meet my family obligations is the same as the creator's. It is safe for my art and for me to have deadlines. I can live in luxury and be a great artist. I know how to enjoy luxury and still be inspired to create art. I know how to enjoy life and still be inspired to create art. Being an artist helps me to love my life. Thank you on all levels. Thank you.